everybody, and welcome to week 13 of speech class. Can you believe we're that far in? We are about to begin our third week of the second quarter. Before I get into the new material for this week, I want to say great job on your broadcasting speeches. I haven't listened to your finals, but I listened to a lot of practice speeches and I read through a lot of scripts, and you guys did some awesome work. I do want to remind you, based on those scripts, if you're turning in Google Docs to me and I return them to you without a grade, please look for my comments in the doc and on the side. Please let me know if you're not seeing those. I need to embed those in Canvas. But please know that I'm not returning things to you just to be fun. I'm returning them to you with comments so that you can adjust and improve your score. So pretty please look over those comments. Don't just turn it back in with no changes. As far as your broadcasting speeches, if you have not finished recording those and completing that material, please do that as soon as possible. I have already entered grades for broadcasting practice and your script, and I will be grading the final speeches and your peer reviews this week. Let's turn our attention now to our new week and our new unit. You guys will see we got a new module here, the SPAR. This is the first speech in our debate unit. We are entering a whole new unit that will carry us through right up until the end of the semester, Christmas break. So this is the first week. You see there's only 2 assignments this week, and that's because we're trying to get a taste of debate, get into it, but our first speech is not going to be super prep heavy. So there's not a lot to do this week, which is great if you're a little behind on broadcasting anyway. For this week, you'll see 2 assignments. One, the Introduction to SPAR and Debate Basics. That's our in-class lesson. So if you're an in-class student, you don't need to worry about that until you come to class. And then the Toolman Argumentation is our online lesson. That's for everybody to complete on Canvas. So digging in a little bit to our introduction lesson, this one, like I said, will be done in class. I again encourage any virtual or absent students to please join us via Google Meet. You will get so much more out of this lesson if you're there with us. If you can't attend, I'm going to do my best to post a taped Google Meet here. I encourage you to watch and definitely be doing the things in this lesson. Don't just skip the slides. Read through them, and then you have 2 tasks. One is to watch and evaluate the sample SPAR using the embedded Google form. That will show you what the speech is that you're going to be giving next week. So you'll see a sample, and then complete the practice. That will give you a little taste of how to prep for this speech, what to do when you join the Google Meet next week or come to class and are expected to give this speech. So if you do both of those things, you'll feel much better about this speech. This speech, unlike any other we've given this semester, involves no actual prep for the speech because topics are given the day of the speech. That means topics and partners are given out that day. You can't prep other than this preparation, knowing what the speech looks like completed and doing a little bit of practice yourself. So once you've gone through this prep, make sure you answer these questions at the bottom. What did you learn? Something new you've gained, right? We're going to be using these debate skills all the rest of the semester. So what are some things you're learning? Hopefully something new and useful for the rest of the semester. And then what lingering questions do you have about this speech? What can I answer or address before we give these speeches in class next week? All right, once you've done that, you've really done all the prep you can do for this particular speech, right, for the SPAR. The next thing you need to do is practice your argumentation skills. So back to the modules, you'll see your online lesson is Toolman Argumentation. This again involves reading through some slides, some notes about how to properly use the Toolman argumentation model and really what it is if you're not sure. And then the Google assignment here is linked as a Toolman model practice. It invites you to actually look over the notes you've already read, right, those slides, and then apply them in an actual scenario. So it's actually getting you, right, to use that knowledge and prep with it. Again, this is great practice for your SPAR because you're using those argumentation skills. You're getting used to this debate vocab. You're getting used to how to craft an argument. Those are all things you're going to need to be successful in next week's speech. All right, so back to our modules. Again, this SPAR will be given next week, not this current week. And you will come to class, and I'll be giving out topics and templates just like you'll do in the practice in this introduction lesson. If you are a virtual student, please look for a Parent Square message and a Canvas message from me this week. It has an embedded Google form you'll need to fill out to sign up for the speech time. I have listed 3 different choice options for this next week because it is a debate. So you will need to show up at your preferred time, but there might need to be some finagling to make sure there's enough students there to actually create a debate, because we'll need to have at least 2 students debating and at least 1 person, right, watching your all's debate. So I've reduced the number of virtual meetup times, and I've adjusted them based on C9 schedules to give you guys some good options, but I'm hoping we can then get to larger groups for the virtual sessions instead of 3 smaller groups. I've also included options to join the live classes if you'd like to. And if that's your option, we'll have to see how that goes. It'll be a new one for me, but I'm sure we'll make it work. So that's a little bit about this week and what to expect and kind of where we're going with this semester. As always, I remain available via email, via Canvas. If you'd like to set up a Google Meet, I'm happy to chat with you. I can't wait to dig into the debate unit with you, and let's make this a great week.